Number 11 refers us to a rectangular prism, and it asks us to find the surface area of the rectangular prism. The easiest way to find the surface area of this rectangular prism is to identify the 6 faces. It has a front, which is the same as the back. Here's the front, which is the same as the back side. It has a top, which is the same as the bottom. Here's the top, and the bottom is down here. And then it has 2 sides. We'll call them side 1 and side 2. Over here is the side, and over here would be the other side. If we find the area of all 6 faces and add it together, it would be the surface area of this rectangular prism. The front face has a base of 3 feet and a height of 1 feet, and it has a depth also of 1 foot. So to find the area of the front face, I multiply 3 times 1. 3 feet times 1 foot is 3 feet squared. The back is the same as the front. 3 feet times 1 foot, which is 3 feet squared. I find the area of the top. The top is 3 feet by 1 foot as well. 3 feet by 1 foot is 3 feet squared. The bottom is also 3 feet times 1 foot, which is 3 feet squared. I then look at the side. The side has a 1 foot by 1 foot square that has an area of 1 square feet. The other side is exactly the same, which also has the area of 1 square foot. All I have to do is add these together to get the total surface area of the rectangular prism. 3, 6, 9, 12, 13, 14. 14 feet squared is the surface area of this rectangular prism. Number 12. A tether ball on the end of a 6-foot rope swings around a pole. The maximum distance the tether ball travels in one swing is about which number? So let's take a look at that example and draw a tether ball pole and what it would look like. A tether ball pole is a pole that has a tether ball attached to it. It says that the string of that tether ball is 6 foot. It's a 6-foot rope. What I'm looking for is the distance that that tether ball is going to go around that pole. If I'm talking about distance, then I'm talking about circumference. The circumference of the circle is represented by the formula pi times diameter. If the radius of the circle is 6 feet, then the diameter of the circle, remembering diameter is twice radius, if the radius is equal to 6, then 2 times 6 gets 12, and that would be the diameter of the circle. So I have 3.14 times 12. 3 times 12 is 36. So I know that the answer is about 36. Looking at the choices, I see that B, which is 38, is the best choice because it's a little bit over 36. Let's look at number 13. Number 13, there are 2 white socks. We'll call them white 1 and white 2, and 1 red sock. The question asks, George takes out 2 socks. Find the sample space. If he picks out 2 socks, what are the possibilities? The first time he picks one out, he could pick the white 1 sock. If he picks the white 1 sock first, these are the other choices for the second pick. So if he picks the white 1 first, he could pick either the white 2 or he could pick the red. So those are the first 2 elements of our solution set. He could pick the white 2 first. If he picks the white 2 first, then the second time he could either pick white 1 or he could pick red. So if he picked the second white one first, these would be the 2 elements that would come from that. If he picked the red one first, the second choice would either be to pick the first white one or the second white one. This is the sample space. For B, it asks, what are the possibilities that he takes a red sock? So there's 1 red sock, there's 2, 3, and 4. So of the 6, 4 of them are red, which reduces to 2 over 3. And that's the answer, 2 over 3 probability. Let's look at number 14. Number 14 says to solve this equation that involves decimals. Decimals are never going to go away. You're either going to learn them or you're going to be defeated by them. Solving the equation requires me to first split it at the equal sign and identify the variable. This decimal 0.5 moves last and this 2/10 moves first. The opposite of a positive 2/10 is a negative 2/10. What I do to one side, I have to do to the other side. 2/10 is canceled, leaving 5/100 x is equal to 1/10. Subtracting 3 and 2 to get 1. I then get rid of the 0.05 of 5/100 by dividing 5/100. 5/100 cancels 5/100, leaving x by itself. A fraction means division. The denominator sits in the front and the numerator sits underneath. Whenever I have a decimal in the front there, I move it to the back, move it 2 spaces because this moved 2, that has to move 2, put a 0 as a placeholder, and 5 goes into 10 twice. My answer is x is equal to 2. Let's look at number 15.